Okay, so for today class we will see first we are going through that the how we will prepare for the data engineering profile, right? So
Mm-hmm.
data engineering profile is engineering. Okay, data engineering profile is based on the data itself, right? Because if you don't have data, there is no need for this profile, right?
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, so why data is important now that organizations are paying high salary for data engineers, right? So,
Yeah.
as of now, today, if we are uh, discussing about the data engineering, so data is a new oil, as you heard, right? Already, as you heard about this, right? It is a new oil for running any kind of organization in the world, right? So, as you know, the condition of the oil all over the world, right? So, data is a new oil. Why it is new oil? Because if we wanted to improve the quality of the product, or if you wanted to compete your competitor, then it is required a good insight of the data, right? Is it is it okay now? Till now?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So like data is generating on the daily basis on top of user using lot of applications, lot of product, right? So as usually when we wake up in the morning, we starting our whole day with different kind of apps, right? So like we using Facebook, right? We using Ola, we using Zomato, right? We using Netflix, Flix, right? So these are the product, right? These are the product for the different organizations, right? So when lot of people are using these products are generating data on the daily basis, right? So approximately if you will count the data generation of any particular product, it would be around 10 to 15 TB. It's approx. It is not exact, but almost it's close. If you will check in a Google, also you will get the approximate data generation every day, right? So, managing these data, right? Managing this data, organizations are looking data engineer, right? Why data engineer is required? Data engineer required for managing the data, managing the data, manipulating the data, and getting the insight of the data, which will help to improve the product of any organization, right? So that's why data engineer is required. Okay. So this whole profile is based on the data. So first, we will also have a better understanding that how data, what type of data is there, right? How data is managing with different technologies, right? So as you know, like data also have a varieties, right? These are the all data is big data, okay? Because we have a petabyte of data generation on a daily basis means it's have a large data to process, manage, and maintain. So always this data is a big data. Always we consider this data is a big data, right? Are you getting? Uh, Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So this whole data is a big data. So the big data also have a definition, a standard definition, which given by IBM or big organizations. So means if data having three V's, so this is the whole definition of the big data. Three V's is related to your volume and velocity and variety, right? So if any data have three V's, means that data is called a big data. And when we are going to storing, right? When we are going to storing this data, when we are going to process this data, we should require a good high configuration system and also have a advanced technology, right? Why I'm telling advanced? Because of this V data, this 3V data is not possible to manage with our traditional systems. So what are our traditional systems? So traditional system are we already used SQL uh, server, right? We
Mhm.
also used Oracle. We also used DB to mainframe. Okay, these are the traditional systems. Okay, so these are the good and enough to maintain limited data. Limited data in the sense of structured data, right? Structured data. So you know like what is the structured data, right?
Yeah.
So structured data is a data which maintained in a well structured uh, format, right? Means
Mhm.
the RDBMS tables, right? Tables. So RDBMS tables, when we are declaring, we are defining the type of the column. Also, we are uh, giving the size of the column. So means this is structured, well structured data, right? But in 3Vs, data also have structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data, right? So for solving this situation, right? So means first time that Google has faced this condition, right? This 3V's data. So that time they have invented a technology that is called GFS, Google File System, right? If you heard about GF, GFS, GFS. right? And after that, the dog cutting was the developer, the main developer of this project is join Yahoo, and after that he's he's given, or you can say like for managing such type of situations, he started new project, and that project name he's giving Hadoop, right? So this technology was invented by dog cutting, which was the sufficient to manage such type of big data situation. Okay, till now with me, you are getting
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right now? Yeah. So Hadoop itself, uh, a tool, a framework, you can say. It is a, Java-based framework. Okay, and it has maintained or released by Apache software, right? So when we will go in depth, the Hadoop, so Hadoop have lot of services to maintain, right? But now this system called legacy system, this system called legacy system, and for maintaining these all technologies and servers is getting uh, costly, right? So the organizations are thinking to migrate these traditional system into cloud, right? Here. So now you are thinking to move here, right? So when we are talking about the cloud, so cloud again had a number of vendors, number of organizations which are providing the services to maintain this situation, right? So like AWS is a one vendor, and GCP GCP is given by Google, and Azure is provide is giving by Microsoft. Similarly, we also had some more cloud platform like Databricks, Snowflake, another, right? But these are the more uh, famous, right? More adopted by the different organizations, right? So if we are talking about any of these cloud vendor, okay, so these are the all using the basic concept of the Hadoop itself. Okay, so first we have to have a good understanding of the Hadoop ecosystem. Okay, and after that we can move into uh, cloud, right? So
Yeah.
just a minute, I have prepared one PPT. So what are the things we covered? Just a minute, let me show you. Maybe I think I have prepared that PPT, power presentation. AWS data engineering. Okay. So, in the AWS uh, platform, like when we are going to use, so what are the things we will cover in this whole session, right? So it will be like a introduction of data engineering with the use of AWS. So as I discussed, like what is the role and why data engineer is required. So in data space, we also have other profile as well, like just we have data engineer, okay, and after we have data analytic analytics, and after that we have data science, SCIENC. Also we have data architect, architect, and also we have a data developer, right? Data developer. So these are the all profiles is related to only data, right? And for all profiles, 50% question will be same for all the profiles. So when you are preparing one profile, so your other profiles interview questions means 50% questions you automatically prepared with others profile. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
So in AWS, what is data engineering? Why AWS? Why AWS? Why we are using AWS? Because of the easiness, right? Because they maintain all the infrastructure, right? And they are providing pay as you go model. So whatever services you are going, you just pay for that only, right? So what you will learn? So what you will learn, career opportunities, AI implementation with AWS project, right? So let me go through. So, what is the data engineering? So, data engineering, again, it's managing the data, collecting the batch and streaming data, transform and clean, store data for analytics, ensure data quality and performance. Without data engineers, data scientists, and BI can't work. So, the first, the fundamental, you can say, or the base of the other profile. Base are the other profile means data analytics, data science, machine learning, and all is not possible without the data engineer activity, right? Because data engineer work on the raw data, okay? That data cleaned, he will cleaned and put into final destination for use. Okay, so here other profile will work like a BI will work, where ML and machine learning will work. AI, if you wanted to implement, you can implement, right? But first, primary things will happen through data engineers, right?
Hmm.
So why data engineering is important? That companies generate huge data on daily basis. Decisions are data driven. Need fast and reliable scalable systems like uh, like the order replacement that Amazon, Netflix, banks, so that I have already explained. Just now let me connect these servers. So what is AWS? So AWS is a cloud platform, right? Which is provided by uh, Amazon, right? And it is used to store, compute the databases. Compute means processing the data, right? And it'll be so for storing, they had a different services like S3, uh, Redshift, DynamoDB, right? For compute, they used to EMR because EMR enable you to use Spark, Hadoop in a AWS cloud. Databases, analytical tools, right? And why companies are using because no server management, pay-as-you-go model, high scalable and secure. Well, means if you are using these cloud platform, means they are giving a security to secure your data, right? Why AWS for the data engineer? Can handle big data, support batch and streaming, integrated analytic ecosystem. It has accepted by all organization and domain. High level data engineering flow. So each data flow or each project have this architecture. Data will come from the source. Data will ingest into raw systems, right? Means ETL kind of activity will happen in a ingestion part. Processing will process the data, big data means with the help of MapReduce or with the help of Spark. So MapReduce is a old system. Now everyone is using Spark. For storing, we use to different databases, right? So sources would be your application, database, or flat files. Ingestion will happen via Kafka, Kinesis, or SFTP server. For the batch, processing will happen by Spark. Your storing will be done via data lake or data warehouse. Got it? For the analytic, we'll use these BI tools like Tableau or different tools is there, right? Power BI, core AWS services like S3, Glue, EMR, Athena. Athena is used to run the query on S3. Redshift is used for the data warehousing solution, and Kinesis and Kafka also is using for the getting streaming data inside the AWS platform,
Mhm.
right? And like data have a type of nature, means the data also getting from in the form of batch or streaming. So data processed at interval is called batch, or the data in a real time we are streaming, like live matches, right? Uh, your CCTV cameras, right? So such type of the generation of the data is called that, or it'll become in a real time mode. Okay. So what prerequisite is required to start this data engineering journey? Sorry. So must have a knowledge of SQL, Python, Spark, AWS data services, data lake concepts, and data quality and optimization. So these two uh, steps will come in a later data quality or optimizations. So this is managed by configurations or some selecting best services or tools. Okay. And for last, like enabling the AI in your AWS platform, you can use Bedrock inside the AWS, or you can also use AWS Q. Okay, so you can do some chatbot kind of things, or text analysis, data summarization, AI powered analytic reports you can create. But these services will change on top of your vendors. Like in Google, they used to vector, right? Here it is Bedrock. In Azure, maybe it will be different. After completing this whole course, you would be able to prepare yourself for the junior data engineer, AWS data engineer, big data engineer, analytic engineer, data architect, or AI data integration if you have a knowledge of MCP server, CLAD, Bedrock, AWS QN, Copilot, Copilot. Sorry. Okay. So this is the first class actually. So in big data space, have a lot of things to go through before jump into. So I was trying to give overview on it, Vijay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any questions or any?
Do you have a course syllabus?
Yeah, I had a course syllabus as well. So like I'll be cover everything which is required to process the data, and it'll be all in a real time. Real time means we had some set of data to process, and we can use EMR service. Okay. So before going through, we also know the architecture of the Spark means we had some knowledge on it. We also have a confidence on the Python. For any like a student is coming from the freshers or experienced candidate.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, like I had a lot of things. Okay, to give the uh, real-time content of the students. So because I was giving training uh, 5 to 6 years. So like I had all the all study material like without going through internet, because in internet we had a wide uh, information, right? So I had all the relevant note, because in a data engineering space we had around 2000 tools. Okay, so like if you'll see that the optimizations of the Spark on AWS, what are the things we have to take care when we are going through any kind of interview, right?
Mm.
So yeah, like I had everything, means we know like what interviewer is. looking for. Okay, so yeah, yeah, like Hadoop command, Spark
Mm.
nodes.
Yeah. On the AWS side, what are the tools you are going to cover?
So on a AWS side, we will be cover Kafka, Airflow. So I didn't means mention here that Airflow. So Airflow is also a very important tool when you are going to learn AWS, because AWS is used to inside the data lake, right? Data lake architecture. So for orchestrating the architecture, we required a Airflow. So Kafka is required to read the data from the source side. So that Kafka is also important. Okay. And yeah, so what are the main services? Is there like EC2 instance, EMR, S3, Redshift, DynamoDB, right? Glue,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
So means whole, at least we, if we are not using like SageMaker and also, but we have a basic understanding that why we are using this service, right?
Mhm.
So mostly we'll cover all the services, but practical based, we will see what are the required for the processing the data. For data engineering job should be clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Okay. All right. So what are the timings now?
so class timing, right?
Mm.
So I think that Rakesh will uh, tell that.